If you're a fan of I Think You Should Leave on Netflix, Tim Robinson gives us essentially the same shtick as the lead character in Friendship from A24, which sees him become obsessed with his new neighbor played by Paul Rudd. While it's nothing new from him, it's a routine that works so well every single time that why bother changing it? Now, the trailers promise a slightly different movie than what we ultimately get. It's presented as something much darker and twisted, and while it does occasionally go down that road, and even then it's still comparatively milder than what you'd think would happen, it actually plays more like a feature-length version of an I Think You Should Leave sketch. After Paul Rudd cuts Robinson off, a lot of the film is spent with him trying to recapture the high he felt from those great first few hangs, only for his social ineptitude to keep getting in the way. Which is probably why this doesn't go quite as twisted as it initially sets things up, since he's barely capable of doing so. A lot of the humor is either very surreal and bizarre, including one of the funniest drug trips you could possibly see in a movie, or it'll sometimes be incredibly cringy as Robinson puts himself in increasingly embarrassing situations as he tries and fails hard at maintaining the same adventurous spirit of Rudd's character. And your appreciation of this is going to come down to how much you enjoy or even just tolerate cringe comedy, or even just Robinson's own sense of humor, which fluctuates between someone having a complete lack of understanding of how other humans work to then just manic screaming. Now for me, as a big fan of his sense of humor, I had a great time with it, and the consistent laughs I got out of him doing his thing make up for the narrative missteps this can sometimes have. As for the rest of the cast, everyone else here is fine. While Paul Rudd is a perfect fit for the sense of humor, he actually plays a straight man role here, though he does manage to get in the occasional amusing bit, while Kate Mara and Jack Dylan Grazer get in some occasional laughs as Robinson's wife and son, with a mostly subtle running gag being that their own relationship has some of its own quirks. Though the best bit comes in the form of Connor O'Malley in a cameo that gets to see him and Robinson scream at each other, and ultimately ends with a non sequitur that had me howling with laughter as the funniest line in the whole movie. So overall, this is definitely a movie that'll have more of a niche audience, that being fans of Tim Robinson, and how much you enjoy his general style will affect your appreciation for this. For me, as a big fan who also got a lot of laughs out of this, it was all I needed, and I found this to be an absolute blast.